welcome. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. I'm gonna start by cleaning the skin, and I use Merciless Cleaning. I think I'm saying that right. This is the Wiz Brow, and I just use a dark brown, and then I go in with the glue to just seal them. Her eyebrows were already pretty much done, so I don't like to overdo the eyebrows. I just really want them to look as natural as possible. So when the eyebrows are already thick, I kind of just use my spoolie to use the glue to just brush the hairs down. And we are doing a full glam, so I like to do the eyebrows first. I know some people like to do eyebrows like at the end. Sometimes I do. It just kind of depends on how the brows are looking. If I feel like I want to do it first or last, it really is no specific preference. Or if I'm working with like glitters and things like that, then I go ahead and do the brows first. But I'm taking a shade that is like close to her skin shade. I really don't like the eyebrows to be too highlighted, just because I just feel like it looks a bit unnatural. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Go ahead and blend that out. This is the Real Technique brush. I'm sure you guys all know about this, and I just buff that out before I move on to the next step, which this is the P. Louise. This is just white, and the good thing about this concealer is that it does set, so you really don't have to go in and set. However, since I did use the concealer, also that was the concealer in Too Faced for her eyebrow to carve it out. Since I went in with that, I am going to go in and set it, as you can see here. And I'm just using one of the Fit Me press powders. You don't have to use like a setting powder or a translucent powder. You can literally use the Fit Me, which is like a press powder. And the difference between the three is the press powder that I use to set it is just going to give it more of a natural, and it kind of looks more seamless, versus like setting powders are gonna bring a little bit more highlight and glow, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm talking too much, but yeah, so we're already at the carving. I honestly didn't know what I was gonna do with this look. This was kind of like a freestyle look for me, so I honestly did a few things and then I ended up with this. I did carve it out with the P. Louise for the white, for the cut crease, and then I just kind of added some glitter in the corners, and then I went in with that greenish kind of tone, and I just used the rest of the eyeshadow that I used all over to just buff it out and blend it out, her face. Now the fun part, we're gonna go ahead and start by moisturizing her face. I did use the it's called La Moroccan or something like that. I'm sorry guys, I really don't know the names of every little product that I use, because honestly sometimes you could find me at TJ Maxx buying something, or Burlington as far as makeup. I'm actually gonna get better with learning the names so that you guys know, but I'll definitely leave it in the description so that you guys are able to see. Now when it comes to like highlight and contour, I do like to carve out the face. It kind of just is a preference, however I'm kind of feeling, or whatever would be suitable for the client. But I went in just to kind of like bring some shadow to her face before I went in to highlight. Also, another great tip is to use a setting spray, and it doesn't have to be alcohol based, because you do kind of want it to be looser, that way you're able to move the product. So the morphine setting spray is what I actually used, and I sprayed that after I had carved out her face and did the highlighting portion as far as the concealer. These are all Too Faced concealers that I'm using, and I like them because I feel like they are a lot more pigmented and they're not like super water based. I kind of go back and forth with some of the concealers or mix some things up, but I honestly just use Too Faced just solely by itself. And carving out the face at the bottom, that was just foundation, and that was in NARS. And like I said, I'll leave the descriptions for everything in the bottom there so that you guys can go if you guys want to see like some details of the products that I'm using. But I find carving the bottom out as far as the contour gives it more of like that carvation. Is that a word? Oh my god. It just looks more carved when you like do it like that, I guess. And it's a little bit easier. You're not using so much product. Um, Sometimes I go in with foundation all over the face, but honestly, I kind of feel like you don't really have to unless it's like super necessary to kind of get that base going, but you can kind of just carve out the face, go ahead and highlight, and then that way you can just use your foundation below the contour. This translucent powder that I'm using is by Benai, and this one is just, they're white. They do have different tones, like they have fair and then they have chestnut. They have all kind of different ones. I find that the white is suitable for almost all skin types, so I really like that one because it doesn't really have like a pigment to it, if that makes sense. um, I am going in with a like highlight contour palette to just kind of bronze her up. Now, what I'm doing right here is I take some of the Ben Eye and I go over like the liquid blush and over the contour. That way it doesn't look like super glossy and like, I don't know, oily and shiny. So I want everything to look very much like mattified. So it's just a little technique that I do. And you guys like give it a shot, you know, like with makeup I feel like you're able to just play around with it just until you figure out what works for you and your face and your skin. So that's pretty much what I had used. I'm taking my, this is actually L'Oreal, you can see it there in the corner. This is L'Oreal. I'm not exactly 100% sure about the shade right now, but like I said, once again it'll be in the description. But I use that on her lower portion to just kind of like blend out that Ben Eye that was sitting there. Another thing that I do want to mention is that when you do carve out the bottom, you don't want to like let it sit for too long. I think letting it sit for too long, it just is going to give yourself like a hard time trying to blend it out later. So I really don't like to do that. And the video is pretty much done. I'm gonna do her lips off camera, but definitely follow me on Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and get the reveal going. As you can see that she loves it. I love it. It was definitely a freestyle look, but it turned out absolutely amazing. I mean, if you just take a moment to just get into it, you know what I mean? So yeah, follow me on Instagram. I post all the time. If you guys want to see more content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.